When it comes to software development, when do you think you create new classes? Imagine you have this new requirement and now you are faced with two choices. Choice number one, you can write the development into an existing set of files, or you can choose to create new classes. So what is the decision criteria that you would choose to create new classes? Because if you make a choice of writing in an existing file, over a period of time the file size reaches to near about 1000 lines of code, and then the file is really difficult to maintain. As someone who is maintaining it right now, it is tremendously difficult job, and hats off to one who is doing it. So when it comes to software development, how do you create new classes? Let's put the question in practical. Imagine you would like to develop a software game. It's a multiplayer car game, and the objective is the one who is finishing the first is going to win. So now make some assumptions around hurdles, around weather conditions, around type of cars, vehicles, and tell me how many classes do you think are required to solve this problem. Ready? Now, what if I tell you there can be near about 100 plus classes to support this requirement? Surprised? Well, this video is about the same. So, how come few classes suddenly became 100 plus classes? Well, the solution to the problem is break your assumptions. Break the assumption around requirement, because a requirement which sounds so simple in customer language can be translated into many different statements and use case scenarios. Pick and choose the nouns present in those requirements and then create classes based on those nouns, because those nouns can be directly represented as classes. And once you do that, you will be amazed to see this world of nouns, classes and objects talking to each other and trying to solve the problem statement. Let's put the solution in action. So, for example, the requirement was a race game. What about the different types of cars that customer would like to support? What about the different types of race track to be supported? What happens when somebody stops? What about the players playing through different sources? It can be phone, it can be computer, it can be whatnot. What if customer would like to change these cars to different type of vehicles, for example motorbikes, cycles? What about different kind of hurdles we are talking about? A rock, stone or anything else, fire, and different kind of hurdles. What about the different kind of themes you would like to support when it comes to supporting like Halloween racetrack or New Year racetrack or Christmas racetrack? So suddenly we see a few set of requirements translate into many different classes which can be maintained and enhanced and replaced in future very easily. And then you can practically support many different customer requirements, like having a different types of cars, different kind of race, different colors of cars, different players, different teams and whatnot. That's the power of object-oriented. Thank you for watching this video, and before I end, here is a question for thought. Do you think we identified all the classes those are required to solve this software game? Guess what? No. Because what we identified are the domain objects which play a role to solve the customer requirement. But there are some invisible classes, manager classes and whatnot. Those classes support these domain classes and make this complete software possible. So the question is, how do you identify those invisible classes in the problem statement? Thank you for watching this video again. Keep coding and keep questioning.